Hello, my name is Stephanie Toman, and I work at the DLC, Digital Literacy Centre, whereby you can get help with Microsoft tools and features. This video today is for basic Word for those of you maybe beginners, and if you need some help with formatting, tabs, for example, is included in that, styles, because you might be using them in your assignments, Format Painter, etc., then please watch the video, skip through to things that you need, and I hope you enjoy and it's helpful.
So we're going to start with the home ribbon, just what I'm going over with my mouse cursor just here. And the first thing we're going to look at is formatting text. One good part about Microsoft Word and all the other applications, Excel if you use them, or PowerPoint, is that each ribbon, even though they have a purpose, they've got these sections that are aligned just here as well. So the first one we're going to look at is the font one, which if people have previously used any word processing application, you know that the main feature is inserting text and formatting it for its different styles and looks as well. So you'll see we've got the bold option, we've got italic, and we've got underline just here as well. We could also, if I use these here, ensure that we highlight any text before we apply it. So you'll see here font, if I was to place my cursor on the font here, you'll see that the bold has been highlighted, which means it's done. If I was to unclick that, you'll notice bold's not been applied. Bold, italic, underline. Always ensure that if you are asked in your test to apply specific formatting to text, the first step you should do is ensure that you have it selected correct. Alongside the bold, italic and underline, we have what is available, which is called subscript and superscripts just here. So if you just notice where we've got one X and an X just over here, if we were to highlight the number 2, you'll see that superscript is applied to that text there, which allows the text to hang above other text that it's on the same sentence with. If we were to take it off, it makes it as normal text. If we were to apply subscript, or if we were to apply superscript, you can't have them both on, so when you click either, they will click away. So it's really good options just there as well. You can also change the size, select the text, you'll see you've got your size option just here. You can make it, or if you want a bit more controlled, you can go up using the options to the right hand side by increasing or decreasing. We can change our color. We've got our text font color just here. As you'll notice, I highlighted over the icon, and I can change the color to a color that I'm after as well. And then also we have text effects. We're selecting the text, and you'll see just here, text effects, we can apply outline, we can also apply shadow, reflections. We also have some of our templates just here you can also use as well. So a lot of good key features within the font group just around here. The next part we're going to look at is text case. So it's a really handy feature within Microsoft Word which allows us to alter the case of any text within a sentence. Instead of using normal features using our keyboard by, for example, holding the shift button down and changing it to a W as such, what we can do is we can apply change case by selecting a specific bit of text just here, and if we go back into our font group and we highlight over, you'll see just next to the increase and decrease icons for text size, you can click change case. And what we can do here is we've got sentence case, lowercase, uppercase, capitalize each word, and we can also toggle the case as well. So click sentence case, keep an eye on the capital S just here, and you'll see it creates a sentence case just there. If we select the one underneath, uppercase, and we click just there, and we click uppercase, you'll see it does go over the image, but you'll notice that all the text is in capital just there as well. So you see, and then finally you can capitalize each word, which puts a capital letter at the start of every word. Select my name, change case, capitalize each word, and there you'll see it applies there. Another feature within Microsoft Word is text borders. This allows us to put a square box around a specific text in your document. The position of the option is not in the font group this time, it's actually in the paragraph section just here. So if we go to here, and you'll see we've got borders, and we've got a drop down arrow, and it gives us the ability to put a borders either a right border, a left border, top or bottom, or others there. What we're going to do is we're going to really take control of the borders in the text. First thing we need to be aware of though is what we're going to be using. So if I just quickly create a brand new blank document just to show you in the canvas, I'm just going to type in a piece of text saying new document for demonstration. I'm going to select text and I'm going to go to my borders and I'm going to click borders and shading. The borders and shading option will open up. Be very aware though, and it has been seen a few times by individuals, to ensure that if it is a border for text, we're just having the border, we're just ignoring these ones here. So what we can do is we can apply a box around it and you'll see the preview will show you what it will look like. Then what we can do is we can apply colour and change the colour just there. Good little feature in Microsoft Word, it's the same as what we discussed in the previous video, is that if you select an icon, before you select an icon and you hover over the icon, it will tell you what its purpose is. The colours palette in Microsoft Word also works the same way. So you may be in your test asked for a specific colour to be applied to text or a border. What you can do is place your mouse cursor, pointer, over one of the colours, and it will tell you what it is. Blue accent 1, lighter 60. So we're going to click there, and then we can change the width as well. Keep in mind in your test what size of width that the question is asking your text border to be. I'm just going to make it a bit more, I guess, a bit more clearer to see. Make it a bit 3 point. You also have available styles as well, and if it did ask you in the test to put a style on there, you can, and you'll see it changes as well. Click OK finally, and there we have it. You've got your border just there. If we select again, go back into borders and shading, and we're going to reapply, make it a 3 point. We can make it thicker as well. So it's a really good tool, and that is the position of where you go to do that there as well. Cut and paste, copy and paste, really good handy features using Microsoft Word. What it allows us to do is to take text really quickly and place it into memory and put it into another position. So the cut and paste, if we were to select this text just here, so we're always making sure we select, and you'll see we've got your cut, copy, paste. We can cut, and it will take it out of the document, it will place it into memory, and then we can place our cursor just here and then press paste, and there we are. As we've got the images just down there, it will put it underneath where we want to. Be very aware though, in your test you may be asked to do what is called move and copy. Remember, move is cut, so just keep in mind that move, if you see it in your test question, you'll be selecting the cut button. As such, select, we're going to move by cutting, and then we're going to paste as required. Copy works in the same way. We're going to select, we're going to copy, we're going to place the cursor, and we're going to paste. So it keeps the original text, but it also does a copy, and we're positioning it where we need to. As stated previously with cut, which is move, keep in mind that your question may say duplicate text and place it into another position. When it means duplicate, it means copy as well. You also, by all means, even though you have the ribbon, you can also use your shortcut, so we can right click and we can also use our cut copy as well, but keep in mind to use the paste as well, or if you want to use your keyboard shortcuts, which we've got Control X for cut, Control C for a copy, and Control V for pasting as well. Next, we've got paragraph spacing. Really handy tool which allows us to change the distance between paragraphs on your document. So you'll see we've got a set of paragraphs as an example just there. We're going to use those for what we're going to demonstrate. In the paragraph section, just here, you'll see there's a lot of options. Some of these we're going to be talking about in a second, but you'll notice that there is a paragraph settings. This is a paragraph launcher, as we call it. What it does is it expands the section. You'll see them in other groups as well. Font's got it, Clipboard's got it, paragraph, and you'll notice the styles. Editing, for example, doesn't. So what we can do is I'm going to select this paragraph just here. I'm going to select there, and this will allow us to do some spacing an indentation as well. There is a position in the a tab ribbon layout that allows you to do some of these, but keep in mind that you want extra features because you may be asked to do a specific task in your test, and the best place to go to get the options, in fact it's the only place, is to go to paragraph and use your launcher just here as well, which is really good. So I have my text selected, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the spacing after this paragraph. So you'll see here the spacing 0 point is the space between this paragraph just underneath here. So if I was to click to go quite large, 24, you'll notice there's a large space there. Click just here, let's do before, and you'll see it spaces it out as well. So you've got that there. You also have your indentation too. So if we go back in, select this paragraph, put these back to normal, and you'll see you've got your indentation just here, which will push, and it gives you a preview of what it will do just there. So if I really make this one quite large, the right hand side, you'll see it's a large space. You can also see from the ruler's point just there as well, which is really good. Control Z, good feature if you want to undo anything that you've previously done as well. So you've got your undo and your redo, you can use those as well, so really handy. Those are also very handy in terms of when you're doing your test, because if you're in your test you may make a mistake and you may want to take away what you've just previously done. There is no harm in you pressing your undo, typing, or if you want to redo what you've just done there as well. It's really good. Creating aligned and merging paragraphs. It's an area that does cause quite a bit of confusion and with a lot of individuals because of the wording merging. A lot of people think we're merging, it's regarding mail merge, which we're going to be discussing afterwards, but it's actually just combining two paragraphs together. What we do is we've got a paragraph here which ends in suite, and we've got another paragraph which is we would like to make reservations just there. What you want to do is you want to place your cursor just before it and press your backspace key, and it will merge the paragraph for you. Let's move this out of the way. Let's Control Z and do it. Or if it's the cursor is on the paragraph before, you can press your delete key, and once again, get that out of the way, it will merge them both together. You can just put a space just to ensure that there is consistency there. So you've got that really good key option, and it's a real straightforward because you will highly likely be asked that in your test to merge two paragraphs together. So just remember where your cursor is positioned depends, that if it's before you would press your delete key, and if it's after you would press your backspace, just dependent of where you've got them there as well. Okay. Good point is bullets and shading. So bullets and shading, we've have text just here. We can select our text and we can apply bullets, which is in the paragraph section. If you hover over them, you'll see it highlights, and then we can create which ones that are specifically asking for. A good tool in Microsoft Word is knowing what is being put onto your document in terms of the formatting and how it's been arranged. A really handy tool is this option just here in paragraph, which is called Show and Hide. If we were to click Show and Hide, you'll see we have these marks here. These are called paragraph marks. For example, when we're typing in Microsoft Word, so for instance, there, today my name is Andy, you'll see it's a paragraph mark. If I press enter, it doesn't create a new sentence, it creates a new paragraph for us. So just be remembered that these are paragraph marks there. And if you were to have that highlighted, if you were printing, it wouldn't print the paragraph marks for you. They never get printed. So if you have them on and off, if you had them on before you print and you're worried that it's going to print them, don't be too concerned, it won't. So it should be okay, just there. Next part we're going to do is a really good feature, which is the paragraph tab marks. So what it does is it allows us to space tabs in a document. For example, you see we've got all this text just here. We've got Abbey Garson, 12 Greenway Court, Shepperton. If I show you that there's a space just here between them, if I was to press the Show and Hide, you'll notice that there's a arrow just that point there. What that means is that we've clicked when we've moved the text is the tab key on your keyboard, just the left hand side. If I was to press space on my keyboard, you'll see we get dots. That's when we're moving an extra space in the document. If I was to press the tab button, it moves a distance just there. What we can do is we can change the size and distance of these tabs just here. And how to do that is, first of all, we have to ensure we have to select our text that's in question. I'm just going to show you the example first of all of that one just there, that first sentence. We're going to click paragraph settings, and this time we're going to go to tabs just there. So now that tabs is available to us, what we've got on the right hand side is for just a second is the default tab stop. So when you press the tab button on your keyboard, it will always move at 1.27 centimeters, which you can use and move if you want to. But what we wanted to do is we want to change this tab here, and this tab here to specific measurements. So the first one we're going to do is I'm going to do a left tab stop at 3 centimeters. And what that means, it's the distance from the left hand side going that way. So we're going to set it, and I'm going to do this one here, which is a center, which will go between. So I'm going to change that to 6 centimeters. I'm going to set it, and then finally that one there, I'm going to do that one quite larger. I'm going to do that to a right, which is going to be 9. Actually, we do 9.5 centimeters. And then we click set. We click OK, and if you notice, just on your ruler just here, we've got a left tab, we have a center tab, so that's the center in between, and we've finally got a right hand tab which is at the end. So the center is in between that just there. If I was to undo what we've just done, we can get rid of the tabs. You can pull them down, or you can go back to your paragraph marker, paragraph group, expand it, go to your tabs, and then you can clear all of these and start again. So let's just go by OK, and I'm going to select all of them this time, select all the text. I'm going to go back to your tabs. I'm going to do 4 centimeters. So we're just going to stick to the left for this example. 4 centimeters, 7 centimeters, and I'm going to do 10 centimeters as well. Click OK, and there we have it, everyone. And you'll see in the ruler, there's your left tab at 4 centimeters, 7 centimeters, and you'll see it's at 10 centimeters just there. You'll notice that they're a bit small because the words are a bit larger, so it will go towards it. So what we can do, if there was something like that you wanted to space out even more to edit it, you can go back into your paragraph, tabs, find the one in question, let's clear it, and then we're going to type in 12 centimeters, and there you are, everyone. It's at 12 centimeters. We can just move that out of the way, just as the example there. We've also got first line indentation, which is a really handy tool with any paragraph that you want to make sure that the first sentence is indented. So this example, we're going to select just that. We're going to go to paragraph once again, and you'll see we've got indentation. We're going to click first line this time. You may in your test be asked to do a first line indentation, but at a specific measurement as well. The default is 1.27, but we're going to change it to 1.5. So you'll see we want it to be around about this point just there. So click OK, and there you are. You actually have the 1.5 centimeter just done for that one, and that's always available on paragraph, indentation, and first line there as well. We've got alignment of paragraphs, really straightforward. This is available to you on the ribbon. So if we were to select the text, always the first thing we always do, we've got our align left, which is always default. We have our center, we have our right align, which pushes everything to the right margin, and we also have justify as well. You may in your test be asked to justify text in the document. A lot of people do get sometimes a bit confused. It's the option just here. What it does, it pushes your text to the left and right of the margins. So just to be aware, if you see justification in your question, your test, just remember that you're selecting the text, the paragraphs or the multiple of text in question, and you're just pressing the paragraph button just there as well. Another key option, which is really handy for you, especially with big documents, is finding and replacing text in a document. So if we were to go to look to the right hand side of the ribbon, we've got Find. Click that, and on this part here, let's type in my name, Andy, and you'll see it's found 3 results. What you can do is you can click specifically where each one is. You may in your test be asked to find a bit of text and insert how many occurrences of that text happens, and you'll see it's results 1 of 3, so it's shown up 3 times there. You can also replace text, so if it's close the Find navigation option, and we go to Replace just here, get back to our original position, and we go to Replace. I'm going to find what, so it always keeps what you previously searched for in there. I'm going to delete that. I'm going to change that to Richard. Sorry, I'm going to find me. That's right. And we're going to replace it with Richard. And you're going to click Replace All. So you can click Replace All, and you'll see we have made 3 replacements. You wish to continue searching from the beginning, because you can do still, and you click OK. Good thing to keep on searching the whole document, because you must ensure that everything's been changed. So if in your test you're asked to change specific text, it's always replaced, and make sure your spelling is also accurate of what you're changing as well. Really important what you're searching for, because if you are searching for something that's spelled incorrectly, it's not going to find it, and it's going to say that there's been no changes there as well, which is really important. Get back down to just here. We also have a really good productivity tools, which are styles. So in the Home tab ribbon, we've got the styles option just here. This is really good because it allows us to apply several set formatting features in one. So you've got a whole host of these here, and they're all named. For instance, caption, heading 1, name, for example. If I was to select my name just here, just there, you'll see, if we were to expand it, it's name that's been selected, so that's got that formatting of that style already created. I'm just going to select over, and I'm just going to change it to strong, and you'll see it's completely changed it. So it's doing several steps of formatting all in one that's defined there as well. You can also click the styles launcher as well, and it will give you a load of additional styles that are being created as well. You've also got the options to create styles, but that is covered in the advanced WordPress, which we're not going to go through, but that is available to you if you were to create your launcher just there. But the big thing to be aware of is that if you don't see your style, if you are asked in your test to change the style of specific text, you can't see it, you want to ensure that you want to click the More button just here, and it will give you all that's available, and you should be able to find the one in question that you're needing just there. A really handy feature within Microsoft Word is the Format Painter. Now, for years I always used to create a document, and when I had like headings, for example, or if I had specific text that had formatting created, I would go down the whole document and make sure that I set a piece of text to all formatting, like the color, the size, italic, the format, the font type, for example, as well. What you can do is you can use the Format Painter, which is really handy. So you'll see here we've got Coventry University, which is in bold, italic, and the font color is a light blue. I want EC Building to have the same look as Coventry University. So instead of me going bold, italic, change the color, I'm going to select the text just here. You can select a little bit, or you can select it all, it doesn't really matter because they're the same. You're going to click the Format Painter, just one left click, and then you will notice your cursor now has a paintbrush just to the left of it. We're going to hold our left mouse button at the beginning of the text, keep it held down, we're going to drag to the right, and we're going to release. And that's the Format Painter. The Format Painter copies the look, the formatting, and applies it to where you need it be. So once again, select your text that you want to copy, Format Painter, hold your left mouse button down on the text, get to the end, release it, and it does it there for you.